single-family home prices at nearly $750,000. Construction is big business to San Francisco. Add to that some very eco-conscious homeowners, and you have the ideal spot for a sustainable building conference.
I'm reminded of that great line someone once said about San Francisco. We're living in 47 square miles surrounded by reality. And I think that's the spirit to which all of you are here today, that we have an obligation to take our ideals and make them real. And I'm honored that you came to San Francisco, 8,000+ of you, to talk about the ethical and economic imperative of focusing on the green economy.
That eco-friendly economy has arrived to the building industry. Here at West Coast Green, over 250 exhibitors set out to prove that it's no longer difficult to turn your home green. Figuratively, what do you guys make?
Marmoleum flooring, sustainable, environmentally friendly flooring.
And literally.
We specialize in vegetated architectural systems. The green roofs are a big part of our services, and when it's time to put a new roof on your house, it's a great time to look at that.
From small specialized companies.
The product is from organic plant and mineral sources. It returns to the earth in a compostable fashion.
To products backed by big business.
We're using SunPower Corporation right now because it's the most efficient. So SunPower, it's the manufacturer. It's a company that's owned by Cypress Semiconductors, so it goes to show you that you're really dealing with big companies. So I'm relying on large companies like British Petroleum, Shell, Cypress, and others to basically promote my good green will.
It's very obvious that the green building industry has attracted all types, even American royalty.
I have 3 sons who have asthma. If we want to meet our obligation, which is to create communities for our children that provide them with the same opportunities for dignity and enrichment and good health as the communities that our parents gave us, we've got to start by protecting our environmental infrastructure.
Kennedy's passion was shared by nearly all the exhibitors.
Our goal really is to save wood, to take pressure off of the old-growth rainforests of the planet. I started with my wife, and we didn't know if it would last very long or not. There were some opportunities we saw to save wood coming out of buildings in our area. From there, we moved on to salvaging redwood from wine tanks. We started taking down some old barns.
Of course, there's only so much wood to be recycled.
This is inland red cedar.
The next best alternative, buying it from sustainable forests.
Everything that bears the FSC logo is the client's assurance that it came from a well-managed forest. There's principles that they have to follow. They have to replant. They can't clear cut. They have to protect the indigenous rights of the people. The supply chain is actually opening up at this point. There's more and more distributors throughout the country.
There are those who claim that wood in general should be more of a last resort.
We're trying to get away from this stick frame building to this. Not only is this environmentally more friendly in regards to the materials we use because it's recycled, typically that polystyrene there or styrofoam would end up in a landfill. We intercept that, so we are very green in that aspect.
Not all the products here required rebuilding or remodeling. Basic appliances can help save the planet as well.
It's a dual flush toilet. It's a half a flush and a full flush for liquids and solids. So on the full flush, it's 1.6, and on the half a flush, it's a 0.8. You don't want to be using the same amount of water 4 to 5 times a day you go to the washroom because you don't need to be using 1.6 gallons. So you need to use the 0.8. On average, it saves about 30 to 35% of your water.
For a more low-tech option, one water use consultant offered this advice.
Mellow yellow, no reason to flush when you pee once. 1.6 gallons of water for a half a cup of pee is a little extreme in my opinion.